Hey everyone, this is Zoras from the Casuals, and in today's video I'm going to talk about one of the most important building in Art of Conquest, the temple. I'm going to go over how it works, the basics, how the runes kind of work, and how to get the most benefit out of your temple as early as possible, because it is one of the most buffing aspect of the game that will make your armies and your heroes much stronger, as well as help your research and building. So the temple is found here in your city. It's this building right here. When you click on it, you'll see that there is a lot of levels. Obviously, it starts here, and then I think it's every castle, like 2 castle levels. So it says castle 26 here for my next one, then 28, 30, and 32. And this one, basically, whenever you have, I think, a king election, this unlocks. Now, when there's an emperor, this will become occupied, and it won't really do anything different, but it will basically tell you who the emperor of your kingdom is. Now, the way this temple works basically is that when you unlock one of these come empty. There's no rune in them, and you basically want to fill it with runes to get the buffs that are down here. Now, some of these buffs are absolutely amazing and some of them are completely useless, so you have to be kind of careful. You always want to at least fill it with level 1 runes, which is what I have right now. It's basically just runes that have no special +1 or plus any numbers. And that basically means that you will have this ability, fill sockets, which means you've filled all the runes and all the slot that they go, and this gives you this bonus. So for every one of these, you will see that I will have the first 2 ones easily, one by activating it, and one by filling the socket. So as you can see, I've done that for all of them. They all have their fill socket ready, and that basically gives me all of these buffs for free. Now, these buffs are amazing. As you can see, I had 20% research speed, training speed for troops 10%, increased damage by my troops by 8%. You know, those are very, very good. As well as you'll get some special ones for specific units. Now, Bone Soldiers is for Lich. Outriders is, I don't even know who has that unit. I don't think it's a unit that anybody really uses, but you can see that some of them are good, some of them are bad. But there are specific ones that if you want to go further down, you will see that you need Enchant Runestones +3 or +5. Now, this is where this temple becomes quite tricky. Of course, I would suggest that you unlock every one of them as you can, and then you fill their sockets as much as you can, as soon as you can. So when I hit the next castle level, 26, I'll unlock this and fill the sockets right away. Now, I would pay attention, first of all, to who you're playing as a race. So if you're human, this one, for example, if you have Enchant Runestones +3, you will get health of infantry 15%. Now, this health is a very big bonus. It's pretty major, but heavy infantry is not the unit I'm focusing on right now, so I'm not going for this yet. And in order to get this +3, you need every one of these runestones to be at +3. The way to do that is by clicking on them, you click Enchant, and you'll basically burn other runestones into it to give it a bonus here. So in order to get +1, you need to burn 20. Then in order to burn, to get +2, you'll see there, next one, I need 50. So then I would burn 50, here we go. And then basically the next one, which is the +3, would cost 160, which if I do automatic, it will basically take all of them. Now, that means I have only 13 of them. I need 16 of them. So as you can see, I can't even do this one at all. I couldn't get it to +3 right now. Now I'm focusing on this one here for my first +3 because it increases the resources by 20%, which I think at the beginning of the game is more important than any other stat of any kind. And as you can see, I'm making some progress. I'm at +3 at some places and +2 at the other ones. Now, if I go here, you see that if you have +1s, they'll also count as their value, so they're worth 30 each. But I'm not even close to getting this one at +3, and there's 2 of them that I have to get at +3. This one, if I wanted to do it again, it was the one I just did, so obviously I could probably achieve it pretty soon. Let's do it just for the sake of the video right now, and I'm going to finish out as soon as I can. You get runes a lot every day from a lot of the content, so this is basically a grind that takes a long time, but you will eventually achieve it. So if I do automatic here, you'll see that it would basically take all of my runes, but I have one here that's already +3. So I would also not suggest that you go so quickly into making them all +2 like I did, because they'll see if I wanted to make it +3, I would have 80 extra waste. As opposed to if I had just not leveled this one up at all, I could have put the socket of +3 directly into this one, and then leveled up this one. Which brings me to my next point. You also can reset them. So basically you can reset them all at level 1, 2, or 0 basically. So if you do 0, they'll basically come to the beginning. They'll have nothing. And then you will have the ability to, if you messed up and put some runes like me in here that I didn't want or didn't need, then it would give it back to me so that I can go in this one that I'm trying to boost and finish that one off. So you can see that you can't really mess up completely, but you have to pay attention and be careful, because this is something that is very important, and getting these kind of big bonuses, these milestones early in the game, will be very important. Now, for example, here, increase the might of stamina of all rogue heroes by 10. That's a very big number, especially if you have 5, 6 of these heroes. That's 20 stats per hero. It adds up very, very quickly, and this is, like I said in another video, giving you the edge when you're fighting other players. But as you can see, this one needs so many runes at +3 that this will be a long time before anyone who doesn't pay a lot of money in this game can ever achieve that. Now, the last thing I want to touch is that if you look at the runes specifically themselves, it says basically what it does. Every rune has a different effect. Like these ones are mostly for the dragon. This one increases the health of your troops. This one, the health of your heroes. So when you do enchant them, you will see that you will get bonuses. So if I would put this one in here, it would become a +3, right? So let's see if I remove it. Now I have the blessing +1. If I put this, it would become +4, and the next will be +6. So on top of just being something that boosts your abilities here with the Enchant Runestone, themselves as a rune will give you a stat boost of quite a good amount. Like, it's not negligible to have this many percentage, like, +3 here, +4 here, +4 here, +3 here. So I would recommend also not sitting on runes like I was doing a little bit. Of course, if you don't get the level, it doesn't do anything. But if you have like some of these that I had, like for example, this one, I have so many of these that are unused. Now, these are all like a few percentages of statistics that are completely not used or wasted. So I would recommend that you pay attention, you focus the one you want to do first, like my example here of the research speed, and you get them all at +3 as fast as possible. Now you see this blue one, and this yellow one. I have +3 already, and I don't have any other ones of these specifically in this tree. So I would go around this one, for example, and I see, oh, he has the blue ones from the last one here. You see the same one. Now I have these extra ones. Might as well use them somewhere, yeah? For example, I'm going to put them here, and I can do another level again right away. There we go. So now I've gotten +2 of healing efficiency for all my troops just by using runes that I don't need them anymore here. Of course, you will try and do that on the one that you want to make +3 again. This person, like particularly for me, probably wouldn't be the one. So I'm probably going to reset, and I would probably say that I would focus one of the upcoming ones that have one of these bigger boosts, and you can always kind of adjust as you unlock them. But I would just want to say that you don't want to have too many of these runes sitting in your inventory not being used, because you're wasting a lot of percentage boosts, which can make a big difference in any content, especially if you're fighting other player and you're trying to compete for the top of the ladder. These are all things that really will make a difference. So don't sit on too many runes. Make sure to be optimal and use it to get +3 boost on the one herald that you really want as soon as possible, as well as kind of make sure that you are unlocking them all and you keep enough runes to unlock them all, because the biggest bonuses are from just unlocking and filling the socket. So just pay attention to all that, and I would say that anytime you see any kind of content in this game that includes runestones of any kind, you will see usually comes into this area. So there are chests of +3, +2, +1, or just regular ones. As you can see, I have a lot of them unopened, so I have a big push of runes to do right now, which I'm going to do just after this video. You will see, first of all, that it comes from a lot of content, but you should really be focusing on that content, and you should really be doing it because you do not want to miss out on the runes. It is probably one of the biggest source of boost when you fight other players and you lose, but you're at the same castle level, same technology, all that kind of stuff. The reason will often be runes. They have better runes than you, and the bigger whales will obviously have amazing runes, and they'll have a lot of +3 bonuses, which will make them a lot stronger than you. So don't sit on them too long and try and go out to farm them specifically. If you don't have a lot of time to play every day, at least focus on stuff that gives you the runes, because this is one of the biggest part of this game and one of the longest grind that will end up being one of the biggest difference in the game. So guys, thank you for watching. This is it for my video about the temple. Of course, there is a lot more involved and I haven't unlocked everything yet, but I would recommend that you focus the temple and the runes for your gameplay to have the best experience, as well as if you are going to be spending money in the game. I think the rune sets, any kind of set that gives rune or special event and stuff like that that has rune, it is where you should be spending your money and your Lunari when it comes out. Make sure to leave us a comment, like, and subscribe in order for you to be able to have one of these special redeem codes that Lilith has given us every week for our community, as well as you can join our Discord or leave us a comment and ask us any questions about the game, and we'll do our best to help you with that. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.